What up, what up, what up? Yeah, I had to put the big turbo here. It's just for show. This isn't the actual turbo going on this thing. So I did make the last video with the Florida Man title in it, and I did post it in the Freedom Factory Facebook page, and Garrett actually seen it and commented on it, so it's super funny. And I have met Garrett once before. It was probably the most awkward moment of my life. Hellos for the YouTubes.
What's up?
Boosted Lifestyle.
Hey bro, we're out here letting her rip. Can't do it without the boosted lifestyle though. Oh, yeah. You gotta have boost to live your life.
That's it. That's it.
That's how it goes.
But anyways, I've been so excited about this project. It does look bigger than it actually is, mainly because it's on these wheels that are like, I don't know, 8 inches wide. If I take them off the wheels, it gets a lot smaller. But I'm gonna spend the first part here just welding up what we have here, get it solid welded in, and then we can start building bars around it. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Boom! All welded up. It's solid now. We can jump on it and make it a trampoline. Some of the welds came out alright. Everything's TIG welded. I'm definitely gonna have to learn out of position welding. It's a little difficult. I know this is way easier because I was able to like jungle gym it and get on top of it and bang it from the back. Like inside the car would be a lot more difficult. So I definitely have to practice out of position welding. I noticed a lot of you guys say that it looked really big, but last time I had it on these wheels, which were like 8-inch risers, so the cage looked really tall when I was sitting in it. So I'm gonna re-sit in it now and show you how tall it is. This is how tall it is now. The seat actually has to come up a bit because it has to sit on top of something and it has to be leaned back a bit so it can clear this bar. But essentially that's how big it is. It is a little bit on the wide side, I think. It looks way bigger on the camera just because I think the way the camera sensor is, but it definitely is way smaller than this car. Next up, I think I'm gonna build this top bar across here to finish the top of our hoop. I'm gonna have to look at some photos and see where it's positioned on the car and how low it comes down, but that's the next bar I'm gonna do. Remember that one time I didn't secure my vise to the bench forever, and now I'm not securing this to the bench either? Good times. Once again, oh my God, I didn't realize how dirty this face mask was until I put it on. But we have to bevel down our edges here because you cannot weld to that. And clean up the pipe, get rid of some of the oil, and then it should be good to go. So we're gonna use our flippity floppy wheel here. If you haven't got one of these in your garage, you probably don't fabricate much because these things are the bee's cat's ass. So now I did all that prep work and I just assumed it would fit. I didn't even test fit it, to be honest. Which probably wasn't the smartest idea. Which way does it go? This way. On the money on this side. Oh my God, like a glove. I don't even have to hold it, it just fits in there. Dang. Dang, lucky. I'm just gonna measure from here to here to make sure it's even on both sides. 19 5/8, don't know what that is in millimeters. We got 19 5/8, and yes, we use your stupid imperial system because our metal's still measured 1 1/4 and not in whatever millimeters that is. So yeah. That's the only good thing. You're like 0 degrees is freezing water, 100 degrees is boiling. So I don't know, that's the proper scale, okay? 19 5/8. Uh-oh. This side is 19 1/4. So it's gonna come down on this side a little tiny bit and up on this side a little tiny bit. 19 1/2. 19 1/2, there we go, we got it. So let's pack all this in place. And now sit in it to bask in the glory. Actually, that's not bad at all. It's not bad, not too bad. Not too bad, not 5 bad. Couple things to keep in mind as the episode goes on. We are dangerously low on argon. We do got the big bottle though. And we do be using that BBW cup. BBW. Alright, now that we have this one made, we're gonna make the harness bar in the back. Alright, that back bar is in place. It was a little bit tricky because I did mess up the bar. I did that thing where I marked my line in the center and I was supposed to bend outwards from my line and I bent inwards. So you'll see I had to add a piece of pipe to one of my ends. That was just to make it long enough so I could use the hole saw on it. But now that it's in there, it's actually a really, really tight fit. Those are both at 50 degrees. So it was a little bit tight getting it in there. I had to use a ratchet strap to hold it, but it looks great. And I wanted to bend in there. I was gonna make it straight at first, but I wanted to bend because, as you can see, his harness bar right here has a bend in it. And I actually made it lower than I was supposed to, just so the door bar is extra long here and doesn't look dumb. So one of the biggest problems I've noticed between my build and that one is that this front point is our passenger compartment on ours. That's as long as it's gonna go. That's as far as our pedals are gonna go. But his pedals are actually gonna be beyond that. So his pedals are probably in here somewhere. And that's why my passenger compartment looks a lot longer, is because mine goes from here all the way to where the firewall is gonna be, and his goes from here to here, and the firewall's a bit past that. So it's gonna be a little bit off, but I'll just drop shit on the floor. So I kind of want to start on our front frame rails here from the bottom and then make where like the engine's gonna go. I do have this one picture here that I'm kind of relating to because this one picture is a pretty good view. So it looks like we don't have this big boxy frame rail like he does in the front for the engine. So we probably won't go from this point right here. We'll probably go from the center of the frame. outwards, but it's going to go up and out this way, and then this bar actually goes across and it looks like it ties back into the frame there. So we're going to do our best to scale this with our photo and then try and make up some bars to go to the front. It'd be nice to do that out of rectangle tubing, but we're just going to do it out of regular tube. So to give you dimensionally what it's going to look like, I measured 40 inches-ish is how far we want, where the bumper is going to be on this thing. So from like this rod right here to there is 40 inches. Our engine here is like, I don't know, it's a weird one because we got to put the drive shaft where the sprocket is, and the sprocket is super offset to the passenger side here, but the whole engine, like the crank center line is right in the middle of this, and then the intake's actually offset, so we'll figure out engine position after. I'm going to start building the tubes, go to the front, and then the tubes to go to the side there. And with this one was to be able to use a spacer with it, but it looks the way it looks like. It doesn't look like we'll be able to fit a spacer on that. I thought it would just bolt on and then it would change our bolt pattern to 4x100. That way we could use our wheels that we were planning on using. And then I didn't realize the rotors were so damn small in these things as well. So that'd be another issue. Like, I don't think that is gonna stop this cart at 100 miles an hour. It was a good try though. Like, this would have been a perfect little knuckle for what we're doing here. It's just, I don't know. Maybe we'll end up buying some like Team Z knuckles, which are essentially like these ones. But you can get them, I don't know if you can get them in 4x100 actually. Like I said, I'm not really an engineer. I'm not really a fabricator. I'm not really a welder. I'm just some dude in his garage who just wants to do fun stuff. So obviously there's gonna be some failures in what we've been doing, and yeah, we'll just keep moving forward. I think that's a TJ Hunt line. So I ended up making that end piece right there. You did see in the video I dummied this one. I measured it to 20 inches. For some reason I didn't do the math in my head. I was just like, yeah, 20 inches. It's supposed to be 24, so made a new piece of pipe there. And now that's kind of braced. Obviously the next piece is to brace these ones. I'm gonna even go from the bottom here up as well, just to help. Yeah, now I gotta tidy up a little bit. We are running out of room like really fast. Well, as you can see, we're starting to occupy the space here pretty quickly. It looks like this hoop. Actually, I can go back a lot further. I mean, that's obviously not the turbo we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using twin turbos. I haven't decided which turbos yet. We're still trying to do this whole thing on a budget. I gave myself around $10,000 to do this. The metal itself was $1,500. The street bike was another $3,500, so we're like half of our budget gone already. I bought a set of wheels, was another $1,000, so we're $6,000 in. We still need turbos, fuel management, so, I mean, this looks like it's gonna be fun. I wanted the passenger compartment to be big enough that we could fit 2 people in it. It's just gonna be fun for like reaction videos, or like if anybody else wants to drive with us. The way the motor is sitting right now, if we mount it just up a little bit more, it looks like the drive shaft is gonna be like right here. Now that we're inside, you can see where I edit. Usually I edit live most times on my second channel, which is in the link down below, if you wanna come hang out there. We do have to figure out a solution for those front spindles. I'm really not in the mood to go to a junkyard to try and get some cobalt spindles. When it's -20 out, I was almost dying trying to get that Raptor out for like 10 minutes, so you can only imagine being at a junkyard and like trying to get it out. So we have to come up with a solution there. I'm still waiting on the wheels. I ordered them from eBay, January 20th. Estimated delivery date, March 1st. That's a bit of a letdown. But as much as I would love to stay in the garage right now, I have to get ready for tomorrow because I have a pretty big meeting that is probably going to determine how I move forward with the rest of my life, perhaps. Hopefully, anyways. And that announcement will probably come next video. I'm super excited about it. That was my GoPro. I also bought an Everlast welder for a giveaway thing. So you know how a lot of people are doing the $1 equals 1 entry thing? Well, I bought an Everlast welder. It should be here Friday, and then we're gonna start our $1 on merch or whatever equals 1 entry. So don't buy anything until Friday. Even if you do, I'll just add you in anyways. I want people to get into the fabricating side of things. I'm all for giving away cars too, but let's just start small. I want to get the average guy to do what me as an average guy is doing. I do have plans. I already ordered a bunch of all-wheel drive B-Series stuff for our 4-turbo Honda Civic, and I'm thinking if we take that and we put the all-wheel drive stuff in it, we revamp it a little bit, and we put a really nice single turbo kit on it built by myself and make like 400 wheel horsepower street car. So 400 wheel horsepower, all wheel horsepower, street car, and maybe that'll be like our next giveaway thing. So these are just some things that are in my mind all the time coming down the pipeline because I do have quite a big audience now, and I'm so excited and I'm so fortunate for you guys to be here. And it makes me want to just keep giving back to and help growing the channel. In other news, which is very, very exciting, but very, very depressing at the same time, this happened. And now, it may not look depressing, but I'm stuck in Canada right now. I cannot get across the border, so I cannot do this. So I have to finish this car, which is gonna be done tomorrow or something. And then I just have to sit on it and store it. I can do local drag racing and stuff, but I think what's gonna grow the channel the most is if we can get to the States get to meet up with some of these guys like Garrett and Kyle from 1320 and these Hoonigan guys, or like, that's where the most exposure is. That's where we need to go, and I'm trying to get there my hardest, and it's just not working. So if you guys want to help out with the channel, I did send out these, well, I got them ready, but these are all our signed photos that me and V did. It's these ones. I actually framed mine. I'm gonna put it on the wall. This is for our top tier Patreon guys. The link is down below if you want to help out. And it just helps the channel out. So every month we're probably gonna give out signed photos to our top tier guys, and I usually post everything early in there too. So any photos I take in the garage or anything, I usually post early in there. Thanks for sticking around through my ramble. Like I said, I want to be out in the garage right now, except tomorrow is a huge day for me. I'm so excited. I've been excited for the past week, and like big things are happening. And I'm just so fortunate to be with like-minded people, and it's warming my heart completely. So thank you guys for sticking around. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace easy, and get heavy.